everyone. This is Tex. This is Tex Talks. Hope you're having an awesome day. Today's topic, I want to go into something specific, a situation that came up, and it got me thinking along the lines of the things that people ask for when they come to therapy. And I was talking to somebody, and a lot of times I go over, I review their goals. And I always, ask people, why are you coming to therapy? Or what is it you want? What are you seeking? And I've said before in other videos that people will say general statements like, I want to be happy or I want to feel good. So again, let's go back into understanding that with the way I explain things to people. What people seem to be sometimes looking for is a genie in a bottle, and they open the bottle and they get wishes. My genie is always the mischievous genie. Because if I was the genie and come out of the bottle and it said, hey, I wanna be happy, I would tell them a joke, and when they would laugh, I'd be like, okay, wish granted, you got two left. No, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. I'm like, well, then what did you mean? I think in this case, I would like people to consider, what would you do if you found a genie in a bottle, but the genie come out and says, I don't grant wishes, but I do grant knowledge. In other words, you can ask a question and I will give you the answer. Now you think about it. If properly used, it would be awesome. You could go in and go, well, I know what I want, and I want to be happier than I am now, and I want to be, you narrow it down. You're able to ask the genie, what steps do I take, or how do I achieve this goal? I don't think a lot of people would like that, though, because a lot of people, that's one of the problems. They want to go straight from where they are to what they want with no effort in between. And whether you believe it or not, it took you a lot of effort to get where you are now, even if it's a place where you don't like. If it's something you don't want, health issues, a lot of times, believe it or not, you work towards those. You didn't take care of yourself. You made poor choices. Yeah, own up to it. Not everything in life is your fault, but a lot of things are either under your control or under your ability to control and make better. So having the knowledge to do that. So if you had a genie who offered you the knowledge of how to do it, would you know what to ask the genie? And that's an interesting thing in itself. I've already discussed how people will come in and not be able to say, I would like you to say it unequivocally. I would like you to be able to say exactly, this is what I'm looking for. Most people can't come close. They can tell me what they don't want, and look at it like if it was the genie. If the genie said you get 3 requests, your wishes, would you waste them going, oh, well, I don't want to be frustrated. Okay, poof, wish granted. That don't mean that you're actually happy or satisfied. Oh, I don't want to be sad. All right, that'll backfire because there's times when you will want to be sad, but okay, wish granted. That don't mean you're happy. In other words, we're back to that filling up truckloads of things of what you don't want. And so the point is prepare for your genie by figuring out what it is you do want, not what you don't want, but narrowing down to what you do want, prioritizing it, and then finding out what you can do to get it. See, that's the thing. Many of the things that you want, you can achieve. And I'm not talking about flying to the moon, possible these days. The thing is, though, is many of the things in life you do want, you can achieve. You can find a way to do. And therein lies the trick. Asking the right questions to help you figure out how to achieve your goal through your effort. Yeah, that's right. It's all on you, buddies. If you're coming to therapy or if you're going to any other professional and you're saying, do it for me, it's kind of like going to the gym and sitting there on the bench, eating a donut, drinking a chocolate milkshake, and telling the trainer, I want you to go work out for me because I want to feel better. I want to be healthy. I want to be physically fit. I want to do all these things. So you go work out for me. I don't want to do it. It don't work that way. Neither does the I want to feel happier. I want to find joy in my life. I want to be relieved. I want to, find things that help me feel good about myself and my world. Well, you know what? That's got to be you. Here's the funny thing. Even if a genie granted you the wish and said, okay, here, how soon would it take you to go, it's not good enough. I want more. Or, wow, that was so easy. I feel bad. I should have asked for more. Or you end up going back to whatever you did that got you in the situation you were that you didn't like. If you were feeling down and upset or frustrated or anxious, not knowing how to work out of that situation means that even if you were plucked out, shifted over, and dropped into the better situation, you would start to slowly migrate back into that place of yuck. It's kind of like that, where I explained that if you're, goal seeking, problem solving versus pain aversion, two types, those that seek pleasure but seek it through finding achievements and goals and making their life better versus those that just don't like where they're at. If you're one of those ones that only move on pain, you'll move just enough for the pain to quit and you'll start to slide back into it. You won't keep working towards your goal. So here we go. Even if you get plucked out of the pain and dropped into the pleasure, you will migrate back into it because it's what's comfortable. It's what you're used to. It's what you know. So you have to learn. I mean, that's the whole trick to all of this is learning and understanding, working towards getting better, working towards getting out of the situations, seeking knowledge. And that's where the work comes in because you're going to have to read, you're going to have to ask questions, you're going to have to actually practice things. You're going to have to do all those things so that if later on in life you find yourself back in the situation, you can work your way out. I mean, it works the same way with money. I could give you a crud ton of money and go here. And if you don't know how to be a good steward of your resources, you will squander your money. You'll win the lottery, but you'll blow it and you'll have nothing left. And then you'll be back to being where you was at, poor, broke. On the flip side, if you know how to handle your resources and your money, you know how to work and do and achieve, you know how to invest, save, you know how to plan, then even when you have huge setbacks, you will work your way out of it. And you'll also have the thing that you had that you don't get when you get plucked out of the bad situation and dropped into a good. You will have a sense of accomplishment that you can do it. Again, we're back to that self-efficacy, that understanding that you know how and can. And then comes the self-esteem from knowing that you did it and you can do it again. So what I would like you to do is take a minute to go back and think about what it is you really want, what you really feel you need to accomplish your goals, not what you don't want. Don't dwell on all that. Dwell on what you want. Start asking questions on how to get to it, and then be prepared to do the work to get there. That's how things get better for you. Even if you get very fortunate and you win a happy spot, if you don't know how to work your way out of a tough spot, when things shift, when fortunes change, and they do, you'll have difficulty getting back to the good. In fact, then you'll spend all your time pointing at the way things used to be when they were better and being upset that things are not where you want them to be now. Think about it hard. Define where you want to be. Figure out how to get there and put forth the work. Hope you have an awesome day.